Y'all again for coming out. I want to take some pictures with y'all and let me know how y'all liking the food so far. It look like everybody's jumping down.
Vegan, lemon parfait, and strawberry parfait.
How y'all enjoy the food? What was y'all favorite? Shout it out to me. What y'all enjoy today? I love that. Thank you guys so much for coming out. My name is Aybriel Beckham. I am the owner of AybrielBTV Media Company, and this is a talk show series we do called Down and Dirty. This is actually episode 4 where we're highlighting local chefs and bakers. And so I'm so thankful you guys came out to the episode. Down and Dirty highlights entrepreneurs, members of the community, business owners, and it gives them a platform to share their story and express their talent. So I'm grateful to have these amazing chefs and bakers here today. So let them introduce themselves.
How y'all doing? I'll start us off. I'm Chef T-Hop from Texas. Just moved here to Georgia about a year and a half ago. I'm in the process of starting my own custom dessert brand. I don't want to do like a brick and mortar. I want to more so focus on collabing with other small businesses that might struggle with building a dessert menu, because a lot of people have extravagant savory menus and then their dessert menu is like peach cobbler. So I want to, kind of help other brands just kind of be more explosive and, exploring how they can be in desserts and, just bring a more exclusive variety and flavor profile to the dessert industry, because everybody in our community knows peach cobbler and pound cake and things like that. So there's so much more to desserts. So, yeah, that's me.
Well, welcome to Georgia.
Hello, I'm Antonio Simon. I'm from Southwest Atlanta. Originally born and raised. I started a business, Sweet Spot Simon, because I basically love desserts and feel like I'm really good at making them and stuff. So I figured I'd share that with y'all, just to be nice. Yeah, right now I usually do cheesecake, brownies, and cookies. But if you give me some time and some money, I can do whatever you want. Right now I'm available for local pickup, and I'm trying to start doing some more markets and stuff, so I can, instead of waiting to go to orders, I could be ready for y'all whenever, like every weekend or so. So that's really what I'm doing right now. But it's nice to meet y'all and chefs and bakers too. So and I've had a good time with all y'all. Thank you.
How everybody doing? My name is Davena. I'm with Muse & Co. Food and Catering. I'm based out of Atlanta, Georgia, but I'm in Gwinnett. I'm in Muskogee County. Pretty much everywhere you need me to be, that's where I'll be. I do travel. I sell plates. I offer meal prep services, and I've been in business for a couple of years now. So just looking forward to being a restaurateur, and I'm so glad that y'all came out to network with us.
How y'all doing? Y'all good? Come on now. My name is Chef Marcus Jerome. I'm originally from Dublin, Georgia. I am a traveling private chef in the nighttime. Let me stop. But if you need me, I'm there. 'Cause I'm a civil engineer by trade as well. And so I do a little bit of everything: private anniversaries, dinner nights, date nights. If you need me, I am there. Give me a call. I'll be in the building.
Hey y'all. Hi. So my name is Elizabeth. I am the owner and baker of Moja Cupcakes. Moja was inspired, the name itself, by my two cats. I just combined their names. I started in 2020, but I was working at a veterinary hospital, and what started was that I originally was attending veterinary medical college, so my background is animal science and veterinary medicine, but I wanted to do something else, and I incorporated my two cats into my business and decided to switch careers and become an entrepreneur. And I specialize in limited release cupcake flavors. Every few months, I change the flavors. As a creative, I love to just create, and I think from down there, it's like there's so much more to sweets, and there's so much more that we can do with it other than your basics. So I love to come up with unique combinations of flavors, and yeah.
Welcome, welcome.
Hello, my name is Jasmine, better known as Chef JD. I am the owner of JD's Kitchen. I specialize in meal prep, catering events, private dinners, and everything. My goal is to open a food truck soon, so food truck coming soon. And thank you all for coming out.
What's going on, y'all? Chef B, Bryon Hailey, based out of North Carolina. Don't nobody know where I'm from. I'm from a small city called Monroe, North Carolina, right outside of Charlotte. Four is up, you know what I'm saying? But nah, so I'm the owner of Everybody Eats B. That was a business that I came out with back at A&T a few years ago, and I was doing a lot there, and then I just branched out back home, and I created a cookbook while I was in college trying to graduate. You know what I'm saying? So I did that, and I also do a lot more private events and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm a jack of all trades. But yeah, thank y'all for coming out.
Well, welcome everybody, all the way from Carolina. We appreciate you coming down for this event. Yes. And so we're going to ask a few questions, and then we'll open the floor up to you guys if you guys have any questions you want to know about the bakers and chefs, and then we're going to wrap it up, okay? All right. So how did your business get started? Anybody can answer.
Personally, my business got started. I'm actually a heart disease survivor, and so when I was battling heart disease, studying engineering, I would cook as a way to relieve a lot of stress in between studying and between going to the hospital, doctor's visits, and in between my surgeries. And so once I became a survivors per se, I was like, you know what? How about I turn this into a passion? I'm really good at it now, and then it went from a passion to a business, and that's how I got started.
I'll go ahead. So as I mentioned before, my background's in animal science and veterinary medicine. I was actually attending veterinary college, and was unfortunately I was dismissed. But I spent so much time and so many years dedicated to pursuing that career that it did not happen anymore. So actually, baking in my business started because I needed to do something to help me get out of depression. I needed to do something to help me bring back my creativity, give me something of a purpose. Now I no longer have this career that I was pursuing, and I pretty much tapped into who I was. And initially, like, I'm already a creative person anyway, so I wanted to tap into that and start to bring myself up front, and knowing that I have the power in my own destiny. And so I decided to just go for it, step out on faith, and pretty much start a business, starting in my home and bringing my cupcakes to my coworkers, and that's how I continue to grow.
I started my business also with my coworkers as well. I always liked to cook, but I was bringing all my food to work, and they were like, "What is that I smell in the break room?" So then I started cooking for people at my job, and I always cook for my family events. So I started to make this, my passion, and I'm good at it, and I like cooking. So this is what we're doing.
Well, actually, I got started pretty young. I was naturally taught, always in the kitchen with my mother. But it wasn't what my career field was going into. I went to school for communication, PR. I had a job lined up at the United Nations, but the pandemic, messed all of us up. But I actually was like, I don't want to work at a desk. I don't want to actually work for someone else. I want to put my creativity out, and I want to actually, you know, provide an experience for everyone else, and I want to satisfy the people that's in front of me. So with that, I started my food and catering business. I started by, ooh, Jesus. You tried to take me out, but I'm still here, Lord. Come on. Um, but pretty much I started out just by selling plates out of my home in Columbus, Georgia. I graduated from Columbus State. And I moved back home to Gwinnett County, and I started selling plates there, picking up catering events, and it's just started to build over time. Dinners, parties, I've been doing it all, and I'm just ready for the more prosperity.
Yes, amen to that. And so some of you are self-taught, and some of you, of course, went to culinary school. Tell me which path you took and why you thought it was the best decision for you.
Well, I'll go first. I'm self-taught because I started cooking and baking when I was in college, and that I went to Georgia Southern University, and that already put me in a lot of debt. And culinary school can be even more expensive than that. So by the time I realized I like to cook, culinary school was out of the question for me, at least. Plus, so basically, I teach myself everything I know as I go, depending on the recipe or anything, or whatever ambition I like, or whatever customer I want. So I usually YouTube University is where I study most of my baking. But yeah, that's how I'll still say I'm self-taught, but yeah, that's how I ain't go to culinary school like that. So yeah.
So pretty much, I'll say I was self-taught and I was taught by a chef. I started cooking when I was 10. So I actually started cooking in church. My mom didn't want me. Well, I didn't want to sing on the choir with the other kids. I didn't want to usher. I didn't want to do nothing else. She was like, "You have to do something." So she said, they need some help downstairs in the basement. Go down there and help them out. So that's what I did. That's what I learned starting off. From that point on, I was cooking for my grandma, and then after that, I went on to college. I started shadowing a chef back when I was in school. He had like brunches at his house, so I used to help him, do stuff with that. Started, cooking for other people at school, and then recently last year I just graduated from culinary school. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? I knew a lot already coming in there. You know what I'm saying? Because I got taught by, my chef from church was from Charleston. So, they got it down. They got it down there. So I learned a lot from him. But, you know what I'm saying? I learned the science behind cooking, cleanness, you know what I'm saying? Down to, your knife skills, all of that stuff. So I cleaned up on that going to school. So, yeah, I got the best of both worlds, I would say.
I'm mostly self-taught. I did go to school for a little bit, but because of financial issues, I had to drop out. So for the rest of my career, I am self-taught. Like he is, like he said, I'll just go on YouTube, research some stuff, figure it out, work as you go, pretty much. But that's really why I started cooking for real, was because I was trying to find my way and figure out what I wanted to do long term, and I didn't want to work for anybody. My dad raised me off the rip, like homeschooling. This is the mentality you have. This is what you're supposed to go out in the world and achieve. So I was really just trying to figure out my niche and what I was good at. Happened to be cooking. I was cooking since I was 9 with my mom in the kitchen, mostly doing sweets, but I played around with savory. So savory is something I'm still learning, but sweets is where my talent is, and I just chose to ride that wave all the way out. I don't plan on cooking being my sole career, but it's definitely where I plan on jump starting everything else in my life. So this is my baby right here, and we're gonna build it all the way up.
Hey, I love that, y'all. And so what has been the hardest thing that you've had to face when trying to build your brand or, build a name for yourself?
I'll go first, y'all. I actually learned that you can't really set yourself down because it sets you up for more failure. Owning a business is more than just pushing something out and it looks nice. Making nice food, it has to go along with great customer service. I've learned that everything really is a catch-22 and it goes hand in hand. Every day I'm learning something new. Every event brings something new. I feel like I truly could write a book on the amount of things that have happened on the same day. You see what I mean? You can't really shake it. You just kind of got to go with it. But that's pretty much like my biggest thing that I've stuck with, and that's what keeps me going. And because I've continued to go, I know that this is where I'm supposed to be. So I'm gonna just keep on pushing in my journey and keep on taking these hits behind me because the wind really is not trying to be nice to me today.
I would say for sure, learning how to pivot has been masterful. You have to learn how to pivot because things won't always be your way. Things will always happen how you want them to happen. So you have to learn how to take a step back for a second, take a deep breath, and figure out a different way out. I always have a plan A, plan B, plan C, all the way down to Z if you got to. But have you some plans laid out and like, okay, listen, it may rain, so plan B, well, what do I need just in case? Because your just in case will save you sometimes.
I would say one of the things that I've discovered as an entrepreneur is that it's honestly probably one of the most personal journeys and very spiritual journeys you will ever take as an entrepreneur because you have to rely on you in order to do the things that you desire. So sometimes that what can stop you is yourself. And so when you're being an entrepreneur and trying to put your business out, a lot of that relies on your own mindset and your own belief in yourself and your own confidence in yourself. And so with being an entrepreneur, I feel like that's probably one of the most challenging parts because like she said, things could go wrong, but you got to know how to pick yourself back up. But if you're not strong in the mindset and knowing that and having that belief that you are here to do what God told you to do and that's why you're doing it, then you keep moving forward. But it can get hard sometimes because things don't go your way. Things will come behind your back, and so I think one of those things an entrepreneur is keeping a mindset that you were there for a reason, and what you have to give to the world is important. So trust that.
I love that. Amen.
Come on now.
One thing I have noticed as an entrepreneur is just you have to keep going. Like they said, it's a lot of stuff that's not going to go your way. You have to invest in yourself as well. That's a big thing.
That's a big thing.
Investing in yourself, believing in yourself, and knowing that you can do it. And also, when you don't have help, you may not be able to do everything by yourself, but do as much as you can to keep your business running.
Love that. And so, what would you guys say? What are two things you got to have in the kitchen, like when you're cooking or baking? I know for me, it's some wine and some cheese. What about y'all?
For me, I'm an old head. I'm a young old head, so I like old school.
Okay.
And I'm down with the wine too, but I can also make me a little drink on the side. So I'll do that. As long as I got good vibes, good music, good drink, it's solidified. You're gonna have good food regardless, but
Right.
that is, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be taken to another level.
Okay. Okay, I like that. What about a cigar? Like a nice cigar.
Always that.
Always cigar. Okay. Okay.
I like music in a big kitchen. I can cook all day.
I would say music as well. Music for sure, and also like just a clear headspace, so I can really just create and just be as full in as I possibly can be.
Oh, this wind is really.
Everybody okay? But definitely music sets a great tone with food, and also my phone being on D&D because I can't take the distractions, in and out of the kitchen. Once I'm in my element, I'm in my element. I'm there. I got my music going. The phone isn't ringing, and headspace is clear. So that's really it.
Since most people others said music, I say time and space are the two things you need because anything made in a rush is automatically worse than what you could have did if you had time and space. Cooking, well, for me, it's gonna take a lot of space out. So cooking in a little corner or on a small little table is not really gonna work out. So I would say time and space are the things you need the most.
Definitely for me, I need a blunt first. And then after that, time. After that time, I'm good. As long as I'm not rushing. I don't gotta be nowhere. I can, fix a mistake. I got time, and I need all the ingredients in the world. I need the whole store in my kitchen, cause I'm gonna forget something. I'm gonna forget this. I'm gonna forget that. I'm gonna be like, oh God, I ran out of this. I didn't check my inventory. So definitely inventory, a blunt, and time. I know you said two, but I got three.
Oh no, that's fine. And so, one last question for you guys before we open up the floor. Tell us something you hope people take. We'll go down the line. Tell us something you hope people will take away from your food or your dish.
Um, just really that I'm custom. You know what I mean? So it's not what you see today might not be tomorrow. Just like they say, today's price isn't today's price isn't tomorrow's price. You see what I'm saying? Today's menu isn't tomorrow's menu. I'm custom based because I'm a creative. I want to do more than one thing. So I want to don't just be subjective to. Oh yeah, she has the great cakes, or oh yeah, she has great cupcakes. Like she has great everything. No matter what she put out, it's gonna be good because it's me cooking it. You know what I'm saying? So if anything, y'all just take away from Treehouse 254 is just that whatever you want, we gonna make it happen. Period. Point blank.
Something I want to take away is I want everybody to have a good time. You know, I think food is about.
Ooh.
I feel like food is about more than just having something to eat or something that tastes good. I think it's something that people should share, and I think people should. And I hope that once you have my stuff, well, my desserts, that you will enjoy it and share it with others, and you know that's something you commune over. So that's what I'd say.
One thing that I would like everybody to take away with this experience today is just that I'm genuine about the things that I'm doing, and I want that to shine through my food. And also that I'm not just here for this moment, I'm here for bigger and better blessings, abundance. So it's not just going to be food at a table. It's not just going to be, food given on a plate, but it's going to be an experience. And that's what I hope that everybody can take away today.
Experience?
Right.
For sure, it's the experience. I'm about feeling good. When you come to me beyond the food, when you approach me, automatically the energy should be through the roof. You should just feel good just coming to my space. And I feel like once you get into that food, you're already feeling amazing, so the food's going to be 10 times better just because you're feeling amazing already. Now, it's going to be good regardless, but it's going to feel even better. It's going to be even better because you already feel good. And I am just as genuine as any chef up here about my craft. And I feel like once you turn your pain into your passion and you apply pressure, come on, somebody, there's nothing the enemy can do that can deter you from your goals and your path.
I would like everyone to take my passion. I love to cook. I love to bring people together. I like for my food to make people feel good and just enjoy each other and just the company. I like for people to gather around.
What I would want people to take away from we eating one of my cupcakes is that I hope that they see the quality in the cupcakes and the time and the effort. Everything is made from scratch, and I do take the time to make everything, just like everyone here, and they put a lot of love in it. But I think that honing in on your craft and making sure that it's of quality, then that's what I hope you take from my cupcakes.
I would probably first say love. Make sure that you feel, what I'm saying, that it is love, it's passion when I cook. Yeah. And then also I would say I want everybody to know that a gift and a talent, something was placed inside of you. Whether it was cooking, whether it was doing whatever your gift is, you can know that you can be creative. Nobody can steer you wrong. If your gut says do something, don't listen to nobody else. Do it. So just be creative and hold your own, man.
I love that. Woo! I'm going to open up the floor. Do y'all have any questions for some of the bakers or chefs? Anybody? Stina?